While this season was guaranteed to have its share of ups and downs, not even the Bachelorette spoilers could have predicted this tension. Specifically, racial tensions, ones that Rachel Lindsay, the franchise's first African-American lead, would love to avoid, have run rampant. Picking up where last week left off, The Bachelorette Season 13 Episode 5, issues between Lee and Kenny continued to boil over. The fact that Lee Garrett is racist at worst, or a bona fide pot-stirring reality TV villain at best, is clear to everyone involved at this point. We'll get to that in short order, but first, a shout out to some of the other men on the show actually trying to win Rachel Lindsay's heart. You know, the reason they're supposed to be on the show, rather than just angling for camera time or stoking racial tensions for fun. What a concept, we know. Brian Abasolo, one of the contenders, according to any Bachelorette spoilers you'll read, continued to make a good impression on her. It's not hard to see why. He's not going anywhere. Peter Krause is another who's in this to win this. For how long remains to be seen, but he is long for this world. Some of these other guys? Not so much. Rachel still had questions about Jack, for example, so she invited him on a one-on-one date. The chemistry on this show is palpable between contestants sometimes, but other times, not so much. This was one of the other times. You're going to get sick? I'm contagious, Lindsay said, shutting down a kiss attempt and later adding, there's something missing with Jack. I don't feel closer to him. Have a safe flight, Jack. At the end of the rose ceremony, Eric, Peter, Adam, Will, Matt, Alex, Josiah, Anthony, Kenny, and Lee remained. Perhaps fittingly, the guys traveled to Oslo, Norway, where Kenny and Lee were pitted against each other on a 2-on-1 date. Who would be left out in the cold? Eh? See what we did there? Because it's Norway and that Scandinavian country is pretty far north. Terrible jokes aside, Lee continued his oddly bitter and conniving mission to torpedo Kenny's chances by talking him to RL. According to Lee, as recounted to the Bachelorette star, Kenny totally called him a B.H., and attempted to pull him out of a van. Cameras saw no such incident. Fortunately, or unfortunately, as this means it'll drag out, we're left with the dreaded to be continued as another confrontation looms.